You got a question in there that I think is a great one to end on from
Okay.
Anna, which
Yeah.
is if you're going to see people, assuming also that we may not even know the results by Thanksgiving, who knows?
Yep.
If you're visiting family who has strong, opposing, and very vocal political views, do you recommend prefacing the visit with a no politics talk rule, or how would you, deal with the fact that a lot of people are going to see family within a few weeks of it, and there is going to be disagreement?
Yeah. I love this question. I love that you're planning forward. It's brilliant. Um, so I think creating the no politics plan is a beautiful plan, but you also have to have the like, and what about when we break that plan? Because politics right now are so all encompassing that it's very possible that you will accidentally trip into it. Right? That someone will say something that, as all of us have stepped up and agreed to be allies, to advocate for ourselves, to not let certain things happen in the world, someone might say something and we'll be like, that's not okay to talk like that. It's not okay to do that. And so while we can make that rule, how do you abide by it without, if you're only going to talk about the weather, great, but we can't even talk about sports without getting into politics, because so many of the different sports teams have taken a stand, have made choices about playing or not playing based on political elements. So it's very hard for us to just avoid it. Going into the holidays, remind yourself and remind your family that you are family and you love each other. Regardless of what everybody believes, you are family and you love each other, because otherwise you wouldn't be spending Thanksgiving with them. You might not like them. You might have moments where you downright hate them, but you love them and there is goodness there. So talking to your kids about that, even saying that to them, look, we're on different sides of some views. You don't need to start naming them, but I love you and you are my family. And that is powerful and important. And I'm grateful that we can be here together. And the more that you can hold on to that thought and wrap everything around that thought, the easier it is to let go of the fights, of the conflict, even if you have to stand up and advocate something, you have to say, it's not okay to talk that way. And I know that I'm about to start a fight and I'm so sorry because I love you. I love you so much, but I couldn't just sit by and listen. Right? Or make the choice to say, my dad is 85. He is who he is. And so I'm just going to walk out of the room when he says something offensive. That's not my dad, but just to be clear. Right? But knowing that there are going to be those moments that are going to try you and say, okay, well, what is my plan? Am I going to step into it? Am I going to advocate? Am I going to say that's not okay? Or because it's family and because it's holiday, and am I just going to walk away? If you just swallow it, it's going to eat you up. So my suggestion is not to just sit there and be like, it's fine, and swallow it, but to remind yourself of, can we talk about something else? Like, have your line. Can we talk about something else because I love you and this is the holidays and I don't want to end up fighting, right? So just have your line that you can kind of pull out of your pocket, but remind your kids of that, remind them. And anytime you need that help, be like, you are my family and I love you. You are my family and I love you. Make that your mantra for the weekend.
I feel like I need that outside of politics sometimes with my siblings. So I feel like that's a good one all around.
For sure. For sure.
Great one to end on.